Now, you can find our third blog about PMP outputs in www.visualpacademy.com. Our third blog will help learn the interrelationships between knowledge areas, process groups and outputs. The third blog will also explain the outputs of each process and the relationships between them. There are many project processes and each one of them has many outputs. This blog will show the unique outputs as well the ones that are repetitively used. To understand how the outputs are used, tables are used to illustrate the relationships between project management processes and their outputs. The third blog will also help in understanding the relationships between knowledge areas as well as process groups to understand the usage of their outputs. The third blog has tables that clarify processes and illustrate outputs interrelationships. The third blog is designed to make finding outputs easy. The first 10 parts of the blog are divided based on the knowledge areas. Each part has tables that can help learn the processes in each knowledge area as well as the outputs of each process. In each part there are a maximum of 3 tables. The first one represents general and unique outputs, the second one represents project document, and the third one represents project management plan components. The blog will explain outputs that are used in one knowledge area such as lessons learned register and risk register in project schedule management, project cost management, project quality management, project resource management, project communication management, project risk management, project procurement management, and project stakeholder management. The blog will also explain the outputs that are used in one process such as deliverables, work performance data, issue log, and organizational process assets in direct and manage project work performance information and change request in validate scope, control schedule, control cost, control quality, control resources, monitor communication, control procurement, and monitor stakeholder engagement. It will also explain the relationship between outputs of the same processes such as procurement strategy, bid documents, procurement statement of work, source selection criteria, make or buy decision, and independent cost estimate, which are outputs of planned procurement management. If you are a visual learner, the tables will help you learn and understand the interrelationships between knowledge areas, process groups and outputs. You can see the third blog on www.visualpacademy.com. Question 1. When implementing the change request in direct and manage project work, which of the following documents is not updated? A. Risk register. B. Cost forecast. C. Assumption log. D. Requirements documentation. Question 2. Which of the following is an output of the direct and manage project work process? A. Issue log. B. Change log. C. Cost forecast. D. Lessons learned register update. Question 3. Which of the following is an output of the manage project knowledge process? A. Knowledge management. B. Information management. C. Lessons learned register. D. Project team assignments. Question 4. Which of the following is an output of the plan communications management, manage communications, and monitor communications? A. Risk management plan and quality management plan. B. Communications management plan and stakeholder engagement plan. C. Procurement management plan and resource management plan. D. Schedule baseline and cost baseline. Question 5. Which of the following is updated in control schedule process? A. Scope baseline and cost management plan. B. Risk management plan. C. Schedule baseline and cost baseline. D. Resource management plan. Question 6. Which of the following is an output of the manage quality? A. Schedule management plan. B. Schedule baseline and cost baseline. C. Performance measurement baseline. D. Cost management plan. Question 7. Which of the following is updated in identify stakeholder and monitor stakeholder engagement? A. Risk register and issue log. B. Activity list. C. Schedule forecast. D. Cost forecast. Question 8. All of the followings are outputs of the monitor and control project work process except A. Risk register. B. Schedule forecast. C. Cost forecast. D. Activity list. Question 9. All of the followings are outputs of the identify stakeholders process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 10. All of the followings are outputs of the planned stakeholder engagement process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Issue log. Question 11. All of the followings are outputs of the managed stakeholder engagement process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Change log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Issue log. Question 12. All of the followings are outputs of the planned procurement management process except A. Requirements documentation. B. Stakeholder register. C. Lessons learned register. D. Assumption log. Question 13. All of the followings are outputs of the conduct procurements process except A. Requirements documentation. B. Stakeholder register. C. Lessons learned register. D. Issue log. Question 14. All of the followings are outputs of the control procurements process except A. Requirements documentation. B. Stakeholder register. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 15. All of the followings are outputs of the identify risks process except A. Assumption log. B. Lessons learned register. C. Stakeholder register. D. Risk register. Question 16. All of the followings are outputs of the plan risk responses process except A. Assumption log. B. Lessons learned register. C. Risk register. D. Issue log. Question 17. All of the followings are outputs of the monitor risks process except A. Assumption log. B. Lessons learned register. C. Cost forecast. D. Issue log. Question 18. All of the followings are outputs of the managed communications process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 19. All of the followings are outputs of the monitor communications process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Issue log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 20. All of the followings are outputs of the acquire resources process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 21. All of the followings are outputs of the control resources process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 22. All of the followings are outputs of the plan quality management process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 23. All of the followings are outputs of the estimate costs process except A. Cost forecast. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 24. All of the followings are outputs of the control costs process except A. Cost forecast. B. Stakeholder register. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 25. All of the followings are outputs of the develop schedule process except A. Schedule forecast. B. Assumption log. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 26. All of the followings are outputs of the control schedule process except A. Schedule forecast. B. Activity list. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 27. All of the followings are outputs of the defined scope process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Requirements documentation. D. Lessons learned register. Question 28. All of the followings are outputs of the direct and manage project work process except A. Stakeholder register. B. Assumption log. C. Requirements documentation. D. Change log. Question 29. All of the followings are outputs of the monitor and control project work process except A. Schedule forecast. B. Requirements documentation. C. Lessons learned register. D. Risk register. Question 30. All of the followings are outputs of the direct and manage project work process except A. Deliverables. B. Work performance data. C. Final report. D. Issue log. Question 31. All of the followings are outputs of the direct and manage project work process except A. Final product. B. Change request. C. Project documents update. D. Organizational process assets. Question 32. All of the followings are outputs of the monitor and control project work process except A. Work performance report. B. Change log. C. Change request. D. Lessons learned register. Question 33. All of the followings are outputs of the monitor and control project work process except A. Cost forecast, B. Issue log, C. Schedule forecast, D. Organizational process assets. Question 34. All of the followings are outputs of the close project process except A. Final product, B. Final report, C. Approved change request, D. Lessons learned register. Question 35. All of the followings are outputs of the direct and manage project work process except A. Cost forecast, B. Lessons learned register, C. Risk register, D. Assumption log. Question 36. All of the followings are outputs of the direct and manage project work process except A. Stakeholder register, B. Activity list, C. Requirements documentation, D. Schedule forecast. Question 37. All of the followings are outputs of the defined scope process except A. Project scope statement, B. Change request, C. Project documents update, D. Assumption log. Question 38. All of the followings are outputs of the defined scope process except A. Requirements documentation, B. Requirements traceability matrix, C. Requirements management plan, D. Stakeholder register. Question 39. All of the followings are outputs of the create WBS process except A. Change request, B. Project scope baseline, C. Assumption log, D. Requirements documentation. Question 40. All of the followings are outputs of the validate scope and control scope process except A. Work performance information, B. Change request, C. Project documents update, D. Accepted deliverables. Question 41. All of the followings are outputs of the validate scope and control scope process except A. Lessons learned register, B. Requirements documentation, C. Scope management plan, D. Requirements traceability matrix.